Hey everybody, it is Friday, April 17th. Special day for Miss Mathis today. Today is my anniversary. We have been married 27 years today. That's a long time. So we're going to celebrate the best we can being at home. But we also have another celebration that I want to start off recognizing before we move on in our kindergarten activities today, and that is JW's birthday is tomorrow, April 18th. So I want to do the birthday cake for him. Now I'm going to move over here because I have my friends who are down there. All right, all 6 of them because JW turns 6 tomorrow. So they will be our birthday cake when I light the candles. Okay, so let's say it today. JW, of course, his favorite color is green, and it's his last name too, so that works out great. Let's say it together. Here we go. Today is JW's birthday. Let's bake him a cake. Mix and stir, stir and mix, and into the oven to bake. Here is our cake, so nice and round. We'll frost it green and white. We'll put 6 candles on it to make his birthday bright. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, JW. Happy birthday to you. All right, let's go light the moose. My little magic lighter. All right, JW, you get close to the screen and pretend to blow them out. 1, 2, 3. There they all go. Happy birthday, JW. Okay, the next thing I wanted to check out were our bird feeders. And we've had a little action on them. You can see where some of the stuff is missing. And over here, it's kind of separated a little bit. And there was a section over here where they ate the seed off of it. And I'm looking down at the ground because to tell if they've been eating or not, you see what are called the hulls of the seed. And if you can see, I know the sun's right there, all those white things, that's where they ate the middle of the seed. So they are getting over here eating some from either that feeder, a little bit from there. So that's good. It's good to see the birds are eating. So we can keep checking on these later next week sometime. All right, let's move on to our next thing we have to check for our other science experiment. Okay, so the next thing we have to check is our other science experiment that we did yesterday, which was that we started talking about plants a little bit, and I told you that the celery is like the stem of the plant. And so what will happen is it'll take in the water down here at the bottom and go to the top. So I put it in the red water, and I'm going to put it close, and I don't know if you can see it, it'll do better over the weekend, but the leaves have started to turn red. If you were here, you could tell much better because it has some red streaks in them there. All right, so the other thing it did, so remember how I could bend that? I can't bend it anymore. So it has really strengthened up that stem. That's why when your plants, if they get all droopy and need some water, that when you give them water, they'll perk up again, okay? Fancy word called homeostasis. I believe that's what it is. Remembering back from a while ago. So, but the water has gone up the stem and you can kind of see it. See how it has the spots there? And I can't get those off, okay? Yeah, maybe I can. I was just trying to see if we could see it going up the inside there, which you can see sometimes on the out, and then the leaves turn red because I said the goal of the stem is to take the water to the leaves. And since the water is red, that's why the leaves are turning red in this. So I want to keep this going. We'll check it out again next week. And if you're doing it too, you can send me a picture. If you have some celery and are doing it maybe in a different color, that would be really cool. So we'll keep watching our plants in action here. Okay, so for our Fun Foodie Friday, I found something on the internet that just was too good to pass up for me. And it is how to make a Wendy's frosty at home. Maybe some of you have done it. I never have, and I love frosties. And my husband went to the store and he picked up the stuff that we needed. It only takes 3 ingredients, which is pretty amazing. Now, I've read a little bit about it. If you have a blender, which is what I'm going to use, you can use that. If you have an ice cream maker, you can skip the blender stuff and just mix it all together. But since I don't, I'm going to use a blender. So we'll see. I've never tried this before. Chocolate milk. You have to have, which I've already opened, some sweetened condensed milk, which is tons of sugar, and some Cool Whip. Okay? So that's all you need. And we're going to mix those things together. We're going to mix the chocolate milk and the condensed milk in the blender. I have it over here to blend. And then we will add in the Cool Whip, and then we're going to freeze it. Okay, so I'm going to make just a half batch because I think that's probably all I have room for in my freezer. I need to get it. We have another freezer down in the basement. We haven't cleaned it out yet since we moved, so that will be better. Okay, so I keep watching. Now, we haven't done measurement of liquids yet, but this is a half gallon, so we only need a quarter gallon of it, okay? So you can really get, I mean, as it is, that's going to fill up my blender right like that. All right, so that's about half. And now we're going to take the sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to pour about half of that in there. Ooh, that is some thick stuff. A little bit more. Okay, I'll wrap that up and save it, because if this works out really good, I'm going to want to make more. All right, now I'm going to go over to the blender and blend it. Okay, so now we're ready to blend it. Make sure if you have a blender that you get permission from mom or dad. Let them help you with it, okay? So we have to plug it in. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it on. That should be about it. It doesn't take very long. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do is we're still doing just a half batch. So if you're going to do the whole batch, you do a whole half gallon of chocolate milk, a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and then an entire tub of Cool Whip. So I'm just going to do, if I get it open, there we go, half of this. I think this is what is going to make it fluffy. Put that in there. And we'll blend it some more. Make sure the lid's on. Oh my gosh, could you imagine the mess if I didn't put this on all the way? Okay, so now I think it's done. So what I'm going to do is I have a bowl over here. That will be good to put into the freezer, and I'm just going to pour it in, being very careful so I don't, oh, it's going to spill. Oh, I unscrewed it when I got it out of there. This Mappus is making a mess. Okay, so what happened was, can you see it dripping? So when I pulled it out, instead of doing that, I actually unscrewed it. So luckily, moved my stuff there. Ooh, it happens sometimes. That's okay, as long as you clean up your mess, it's okay, in my book. All right, so I have a whole bowl here. It looks just like chocolate milk. So I'm gonna put it in the freezer, and I think it says you're supposed to freeze it for 2 hours. So we will take a look at that in a little bit, and we'll give it a taste and see how it goes. All right. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours, and it's better on the edges. Can you show? All right. And it's not quite done yet, so probably an ice cream machine would be better, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And we'll see how much like a Frosty it tastes like. That tastes just like a Frosty. I'm gonna give Mr. Scott a bite. That tastes just like a Frosty. If it was all mixed up, it would be even more.
Yeah. No, just kidding.
All right. Thumbs up for that Fun Foodie Friday. Let me know if you try it, all right?
Let it freeze up.
Yep, bye.